Stephen Boswell here with Oxley. Today I want to talk to you about how to build rapport virtually. We all know that back in the olden days, it feels like forever ago, when you were more face-to-face, when you were meeting people in the community and through mutual clients, perhaps at client events, rapport building was more natural. You were there face-to-face, you could focus on your energy, your connection, the questions you ask, your body language, all the things that make for good conversation in normal times. Nowadays, it's different. Nowadays, through telephone and through video conference, a rapport building skill is an art form, right? How do you connect through wires and technology as opposed to face-to-face? Today, that's what we're going to talk about. First up, meet them on their level. Not everybody processes COVID-19 the same way. Some people have experienced it in a profoundly negative way, perhaps through illness or death of a family member, perhaps through their business taking a downturn, and some have experienced it in a more neutral or positive way. Maybe they're enjoying time at home. Maybe their business has seen an uptick. So we have to find out through inquisition. We have to ask them questions about how they're processing. Number two, be authentic. As you're thinking about questions to ask, many of us do research in advance of sales calls to find out what makes this person tick. We have to ask questions about things that we're genuinely curious about. If you look through my profile and saw that I'm a runner, that I have 3 boys, and that I follow the Carolina Panthers, if you're not a runner, if you don't exercise, don't ask me about running. I'm going to find out rather quickly that you don't exercise, and it's going to come across as insincere. Whereas if you've got boys at home, or if you're a football fan and you ask me about one of those topics, we're going to have a natural connection point. And lastly, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. We don't all have to portray a perfect sense of put togetherness in this environment. This is a weird time that we're all dealing with. So even though we want to be seen as professional, as put together, enough to handle somebody's money, if we've got kids at home that are driving us crazy, if we've got an office environment that's a lot different than normal, let people behind the scenes it's endearing. I found a paragraph in the Harvard Business Review that was really interesting to me. It said, if we share the ups and downs of the human experience, we build deeper connections. In so doing, we break down the roles that we play, in this case, client and customer, and connect with each other as humans. They also shared a study done by Stony Brook University where they split students into 2 groups and had them pair up with total strangers. In one group of these pairs, they had them have rather superficial conversations about where they like to eat, what movies they've seen. In the other group, the conversation topics got deeper. They wanted to know about life and family and values, what means most to you. At the end of all this, they rated how deep a connection did you form. As you can imagine, those who got deeper, those who got more vulnerable with each other, formed deeper connections. In fact, many of them formed lasting friendships, with one pair even getting engaged after this. Now, what does that mean for our business? When we let people in as human beings, we connect in a way that's more powerful than any differentiator in the world. So as you're thinking about how to personalize, how to build rapport virtually through WebEx, through Zoom, through whatever conference system you use, think hard about how to meet them on their level with regards to COVID-19. Think hard about how to be genuine and authentic in the questions that you ask. And perhaps most important, think hard about being vulnerable. What can you let them in to see that might endear them to you and your business? Hope this helps everybody.